Gerry, did you imagine when you arrived here in Brazil that 2 years later we will have an NFL match here in Corinthians Stadium?
Well, you know, I arrived here almost 2.5 years ago, and I was vaguely aware that American football had a fan base. And I knew that there were teams out there playing American football. But since I arrived, I have learned just the extent and the popularity of American football here in Brazil, and it's astounding. So to answer your question, I don't know, 2.5 years ago, if I would have predicted that there would be an NFL game being played in Sao Paulo in 2024, I don't know that I would have predicted it, but now that I am aware of just how popular the sport is, how many Brazilian teams there are, how many people are out there playing, and if you look around this field, there's men and women playing tackle football and flag football. So standing here and seeing the excitement, it makes perfect sense. And it's super exciting. We in the U.S. Embassy and Consulates are thrilled. We're all about making connections and building relationships between Brazil and the United States. And this year is actually the 200th anniversary of the relationship between Brazil and the United States. So we're celebrating a bicentennial, 200 years of friendship between our two countries. And what an amazing way to celebrate that friendship than to highlight the shared culture of sport, our love and passion for sport, and especially this sport, American football, that you see right behind me, and that the NFL is going to be bringing to Sao Paulo in just a few months for a huge game.
I played here in Corinthians 12 years ago, American football, and through the sport, I understand better the American culture. Do you believe that NFL coming here and for years to come, it will be more understandable for people in Brazil knowing the sport, knowing the American culture?
Absolutely. I mean, sport is one of those things, like music, like the arts. It's like a universal language, sport. And that's why we've got Brennan Scarlet out here on the field and Ashlea Klam, who only speak a few words of Portuguese, but they're getting along just fine with these athletes, because you don't need to know the words. You learn so much about the culture by sharing this sport. And there's so many things that we have in common and that bring us together. So, you know, I think that the fact that Brazilians love American football, it's just one of the many things that make the relationship between the United States and Brazil so strong. And, you know, these American athletes that are visiting this week from the NFL, from USA Football, they're not just here spreading the word about football. They're here celebrating our shared passion of football, but they're also highlighting the other things that we care about, our shared values. They're highlighting things like education and, you know, access to educational opportunity, economic empowerment, inclusion, and that's why they're doing activities here with Corinthians, but also, you know, in communities that are, you know, at risk or less advantaged. Yesterday they were just in Paracelsus doing a youth clinic. So that's what this program is all about. It's not just about football. It's about using football as and the common language that we speak about football to really uplift everybody and celebrate the things that are most important to us, the things that we care about, and the values that we've got in common.
I agree totally. Yeah. Thank you, Gerry, and I hope that this continues for years to come.
I agree. Thank you so much.